everyone, this is the LEGO Spider-Man Far From Home Stark Jet and the Drone Attack. The set is 504 pieces, 4 minifigures as shown on the bottom right, and it's for ages 8 and up. Now getting to the back of the box here, I'll show some of the play features, and like all the other Far From Home and Homecoming sets, you see sort of a comic strip there of all the features. So let's get on to what is inside the box next. Here we are with the box all opened. Here's all your stuff. I'm going to organize this for you guys. Alright guys, here is everything all laid out. You got bag 1, 2, 3, 4, and you got your stickers and a really large instruction manual. So let's get to the build. Here is bag number 1. Here is bag number 2. Here's bag number 3. Bag 4. Alright guys, here's the set all built. Here is your extra pieces, nothing too special there, and let's get to our minifigures first like we always do. Our first figure up here is Spider-Man. Who better else to start with than Spider-Man himself? This figure is the same one you see in both of the Homecoming sets and the minifigure pack that would release later on that year when the Far From Home sets came out. It has some pretty good torso print and awesome back print there as well. It is a really good looking figure, and then I just have one problem with it. First off, this should have been the black suit Spider-Man. Instead, they stuck with the blue suit. And with those two other Homecoming sets and the minifigure pack, it's not even blue enough. It's way too dark of a blue. It should have been a lot lighter of a blue. So it's not even the accurate blue, and it's not even the accurate figure to the set, which is disappointing in my eyes. Speaking of disappointment, Happy Hogan. This does not look like Happy Hogan. First off, no leg print is pretty upsetting. It's not the biggest deal. His blaster's, casual. But Happy Hogan, Jon Favreau, is a little bit heavier, and you don't get to see like wrinkles of his, with lack of a better term, fat, right? And in the movie, he has a beard and like a goatee looking thing. So he doesn't have that, and this face print doesn't look like him at all. It just doesn't fit him. The hairpiece doesn't either. I mean, he has a second face there, and look at the back print. 2 lines. Like, this is a very disappointing figure, and it doesn't even look like Happy Hogan whatsoever. Like, this looks like Phil Coulson. Like, first Avengers, Phil Coulson, not Happy Hogan. Our next figure up here is Mysterio, and another disappointment with him is consistent with the other 2 Far From Home sets. He gets the trans blue blast pieces, which you can shoot off, which is a good playability feature. They should be trans green though. In the comics and in the movie mainly have been green, and they're blue there, which is disappointing. But the actual figure is quite awesome. Good torso print, great leg print, even flows well with the hips there too. It is just a really awesome looking figure. You go to the back print here, softer style of cape, and a very unique color with awesome back print. And you take the fishbowl piece off, and you got a silver gray head underneath. It is a really awesome figure. Just the other 2 figures are disappointing, and the blasts are also disappointing because they're not even the correct color. Our next figure up here is easily the highlight figure of the set for me. That's Nick Fury. This actually does look like the actor a lot, Samuel L. Jackson. It looks very, very accurate to him. And look, it has a beard and mustache. That's accurate to him. Happy Hogan, I'm looking at you. But the torso print and the leg print, nothing too special there. I want to say this is actually like the same leg print they've used on like Vader and Palpatine in the past, funny enough. But it does look effective, and it looks good. Some RA back print there as well. And I like how the eye patch comes around the back of the head too. There's a very nice added touch. He has a pretty cool gray blaster there. So definitely the highlight of the set for me is this figure compared to all the others. So at least we ended on a high note there. And we ended on a high note, and we're right back to the bad. The drones, they actually do look pretty cool. I'll give them that. They actually do look pretty cool and decently accurate to the movie. Just the biggest thing is the movies are white. The movie's drones are white. They are not black. Like, that is the literal polar opposite of white, and that does not match the movie at all, which is disappointing. However, everything else about it actually is pretty accurate to the movie, and it looks nice. They're both the exact same. I don't really think there's too much else to say about it. Here's like binocular pieces here. You got stud shooters that you can fire off. Again, just not the accurate color, which is disappointing. And here is the actual Stark Jet. Again, I'm going to start off with something bad here. It's the opacity of this white print. It does not match this white on the box. You can see it in the back there. It false advertises you as the same color, and they're not the same color. It's kind of blatant that they're not the same color. But let's finally get on to some good things. So first off here, you can flip this entire part up, and you got interior space to throw your figures, and I'll show you what that looks like. And there they are in the cockpit. You got Happy Hogan, Nick Fury, and then you got Happy Hogan's pistol blaster and Nick Fury's pistol blaster there in the back. That's actually a really cool feature that you can have them both sit there, both I guess pilot the thing and have their weapons in a secure spot. Getting up some more detail here, you got a nice printed piece here. I also want to add that these pieces here are sadly stickers, but oh well. However, this one, or you know what, this one is a sticker as well, isn't it? Yeah, okay, that is a sticker, I must have forgot. But these are two different canisters of, I guess, like different like chemicals and stuff, and maybe Spidey is just testing out for new web shooters or so. And speaking of webs, I'll show you what this does. What you can do is you actually attach Spider-Man on there, and I'll show you what that does in a sec. So I'm going to close this up, and you can fit all three figures in there, which is pretty awesome. And now you can flip up the back here as well by doing this. And you'll see some crates back here, which is pretty sweet, and I'll show you what those are used for later as well. Getting on to the top of the model, I do want to mention that this is a print, so that is pretty nice. This here and this here, these two Stark Industries, I guess prints are stickers, and then you got these windows here on the side, which again are also stickers. They are on both sides there, and then on these two sides, these two wings, you will see two stud shooters built into the wings, which is pretty cool. I also want to mention with these wings, you cannot move these unless they, break them off, but these you can actually move. So these have some articulation here in the back, which is pretty cool. And getting onto that back, again, you got some engine there with some like light bluish thrust, which is quite awesome. And now before we get to that play feature, I wanted to actually show these under the wings. These are like some lights or something like that, and they're on like a ball joint type thing, which is actually pretty cool, and they are on both sides of the wings. And now getting onto that play feature, I'm going to try and do this with my two hands here. You see this top thing, or you see this little round circle thing on the top, you actually just pop this out, and Spider-Man pops out with the web there, and that's pretty awesome. And now those crates as well that you saw earlier in the back here, you can also have drop out there if you place them there. It's actually a really cool and simple mechanism, and I really do like that, and I'm glad they included that. I'm going to show you guys the function again, but this time with the crates. And there they go rolling away, and that is a really cool feature. So overall guys, this set actually ends up disappointing me a little bit. It just isn't accurate. Like the figures aren't accurate, the drones aren't accurate, the Stark Jet, I didn't mention it, isn't really that accurate because they did that feature, right? Spider-Man doesn't drop out and hang onto a web, he just drops out with a parachute. Right? Crates don't drop out the back. The entire back section here should have been used for Spider-Man's suit. They should have did like, I don't know exactly how, but they should have done something where he creates his red and black suit. That would have been a lot more appreciated, and they didn't land that with this set, and that is quite disappointing to me. Overall though, I do think it actually is a solid set. The Fury figure is pretty good. The Mysterio figure and the Spider-Man figure are pretty good. They're just, neither are really that accurate, especially that Spider-Man. And then the Happy Hogan is a good figure, just, it's not Happy Hogan. And the $70 price point I actually do think is pretty fair for this set. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Here's playlist of videos you may not have seen yet. Here's my channel if you guys don't mind subscribing. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. There will be more Far From Home and Homecoming sets in one big comparison. And then I'll do the No Way Home sets as well. And if you haven't seen some of those Homecoming and Far From Home sets, make sure you guys go check them out, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.